Hey everybody, what's going on? It's me, Ben. Have added episode 65. How is everybody doing tonight? I am doing very well. It is Friday, August 9th, 2024. NFL preseason is in full swing right now. Yeah, now you're wondering, Ben, why do you got the your tank top on? You're showing some skin there. Yeah. Yeah, I thought, hey, if I'm gonna attract at least one or two more viewers, I gotta show a little skin. Uh, no, I just in my casual outfit tonight. Do got my old school Buccaneer hat on. Obviously, it is NFL preseason. I am very excited. The Buccaneers play tomorrow night against the Cincinnati Bengals, 7 p.m. Eastern, down there in Cincinnati. Um, Pretty much most of the starters are going to sit. That's not surprising. Todd Bowles said they're going to play a lot of rookies. That's good. We get our first look at Graham Barton, Chris Braswell, Bucky Irving. Uh, See what these guys can do. I'm excited about it. People. I've seen a few fans online. People, making a big deal out of the Graham Barton. Couple of bad snaps at practice the other day. Like, come on, he's a rookie. Let's pipe down a little bit. You know, he's a rookie. It's going to happen. So it happens to the best. Every great players have made mistakes. They've made rookie mistakes. So what? He's developing. So yeah, tomorrow night we're going to finally see these guys in a game. Again, very excited about that because we got to see what they're made of, and you know, also we're going to see Kyle Trask play quite a bit. Um, and that's a good thing because Kyle Trask, he's going to be a free agent at the end of the year. And, you know, yeah, he's your backup quarterback, but at the same time, look how many backups played last year. There are a lot of injuries to a lot of starters. So it's really vital that, you know, Kyle Trask takes advantage of this opportunity. Because, God forbid, Baker Mayfield gets injured, then you got to start Trask. Now the hope is that we don't have to see Trask on the field this year. Nothing against Kyle Trask, but the reality of it is he's not going to be, you know, he's not going to be your starter. He's the backup. Baker's your guy. You just signed him 3 years, over $100 million. That's who you want to see out there. But for Trask, this could be a good thing. Think of it like an audition. For other teams because he's going to be, again, like I said earlier, he's going to be a free agent at the end of the year. And, I know he'll want an opportunity to play. So this is his chance to show not only the Bucks, but, the other 31 teams in the NFL that, I deserve an opportunity to, be one of the 32 guys that has a starting quarterback job in the NFL. So, again, this is his chance. And let's see what he can do. Again, most of the starters aren't going to play. I don't expect Evans to play or Godwin, but you'll see Trey Palmer. You'll see our rookie McClellan. He's going to start. So there's going to be an opportunity for Kyle to, see what he can do. Yeah. So let's see what happens. And you got to play the Bengals. They got quite the situation themselves. I'm hearing Burrow is going to play a series or two. But right now they got a guy, Jamar Chase, holding out. So things are very awkward down in Cincinnati, and they're looking to bounce back this year as well. They had a disappointing year last year, despite going 9-8. But Joe Burrow's injury kept missed the second half of the year. That really, really hurt the Bengals' chances to go to the playoffs. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with them. But tomorrow night, I don't look, wins and losses don't mean anything in preseason. This is, job interviews. That's what this is. Now most of the players that are going to be playing are going to end up on the team, some shape or form. But there's those players that are fighting to make the roster or even make the practice squads. That's what you want to look at. You want to look at your rookies. That's the thing. I don't care if the Bucks win 38-0 or they lose 38-0. Let's see how our rookies play. Let's see how our second string guys play. And more importantly than that, everybody comes out of it 100% healthy. That's the most important thing. So, Corey King Brown, he's in here. Thanks, Corey, for watching. He says the Bucks win NFC South because almost complete team more than Falcons, Saints, and Panthers. I would agree with that. The only other team I could see possibly winning this division is the Falcons. But again, Kirk Cousins, can he come back from that Achilles injury? There's a lot of question marks with the Falcons. New coach, Raheem Morris. I think he's going to do well. If he's given a chance, he'll do well. We know him. Bucks know him. He was our head coach, back in the early 2010s. Didn't work out, but again, very young at the time. Took over for John Gruden. Never easy to do. I know that's John Gruden. That name, not very popular with Bucks fans right now. But Raheem's, paid his dues. Ever since he left the Bucks, he's been defensive coordinator for the Commanders, Falcons. He was with the Rams. He even was an offensive coordinator, so he's familiar with both sides of the football. And I think that's going to help the Falcons, very well. But again, my question is, can Kirk Cousins come back 100% from that Achilles injury? And you drafted Michael Penix Jr. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that team. They definitely got talent, but are they ready to win that division? I don't know, but I agree the Bucks have the most complete team. We have, I still think we have the best quarterback in the division in Baker Mayfield. As of right now, I'll rank Kirk Cousins second. We'll go Derek Carr third and Bryce Young fourth. So, yeah. Let's see here. I got to tell you, Josh Johnson. I don't know if you saw my Facebook post. I saw him with the Ravens tonight. So we all know Josh Johnson, the quarterback. He was with the Bucks, long time ago. I made a post. I said if the NFL had 100 teams, Josh Johnson probably played on 99 of them. So he's been around, man. Hey, it's job security. So hashtag job security. And, it's great. I'm glad Josh is playing well. Still around in the NFL. It's good to have a veteran, on your team that, can help out a guy like Lamar Jackson. I think that's very vital. Josh will tell him, just show him, he's been in the league forever. Just give him some advice. And, again, God forbid Lamar Jackson gets hurt, then you have to play Josh Johnson. I don't think you want to do that. So you got to keep Lamar healthy. And that offensive line, they better do that, Otherwise, they're not going to have a chance to win a Super Bowl. So they were playing the Eagles earlier on. Obviously, Jalen Hurts. Sorry, not Justin. Jalen Hurts wasn't playing. So they had Kenny Pickett. We all remember him from the Steelers. They decided to let him go. And now he's with the Eagles, backing up Jalen Hurts. So, for Kenny Pickett, it's interesting. We'll see how he does. Again, it's tough, man. When you lose your job like that, it's very, very difficult to get another starting quarterback job. I mean, Geno Smith did eventually get a starting quarterback job again with Seattle. He's played well the last few years, but it's rare. And, hopefully for Kenny, he can get better, but you're behind Jalen Hurts, so it's going to be tough. But if for Eagles fans, if Kenny Pickett's your quarterback, then you're in trouble. I'm sorry, you are. So you just got to keep Jalen Hurts healthy. Let's see. Johnny Dean, thanks for watching. He says, "Where's my link? Damn it, Ben." I don't know, Johnny. If you're a good boy, in the next 5 to 10 minutes, I'll let you on. I'll let you in. Uh, that's if you're a good boy. So we know how grumpy you can get sometimes. Anyway, got SmackDown going on. Roman Reigns is back. Pretty awesome. We saw him last Saturday at SummerSlam. Um, pretty cool, man. He's back. Actually, I shouldn't be showing this because only copyrighted. Anyway, let's see. Corey says Falcons not likely win division. Kirk Cousins not good under pressure. Yeah, I mean, we all know his lack of doing good on prime time. Falcons are going to get a few prime time games this year, so but yeah, like I said, Corey and everybody out there, let's see how he does from that recovery from his Achilles injury, because that's an injury you just can't, come back from right away. It's hard. It's connects your Achilles connects to it's the back of your foot, and I've never had it before, never had that kind of injury, but I can only imagine how painful that is and how much time it takes to recover from that, the physical therapy you got to go through. So, you just gotta we gotta wait and see. That's all we can do, especially for a quarterback, especially for his age, Kirk Cousins. He's like 36, I believe. So, when an older person has injuries, it takes longer to recover from. So we'll see how it plays out. Hopefully, just from a personal standpoint, hopefully he's all right. We don't want to wish anybody any injury at all, except Aaron Rodgers. No, I'm just kidding. Even as much as I hate Aaron Rodgers, I don't wish anything on injury on anybody. Speaking of, he's shockingly not going to play in the preseason, more than likely. So maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. But the Jets are the Jets, so who knows? By the way, Johnny Dean, if you want to get on, I just put the link in the comment. So feel free to enter the fray, if you will. So whenever you feel like it. Right now, I'm just gonna turn this off. Yeah. We got going on right now. Let's see some NFL. The Steelers and the Texans were playing earlier on NFL Network. I got to see a little bit of Justin Fields. He did pretty good. His first series went 3 for 3. Listen, I think Justin would love to see him get an opportunity in Pittsburgh. I really don't think Russell Wilson's ever going to get back to where he was before. I just don't. And at this point, I mean, I don't think it would hurt the Steelers to make Fields the guy. Again, I understand, Russell's listed as the starting quarterback, but I don't know. I just don't know if it's going to work out, in my opinion. It didn't work out in Denver. Sure, the situation was, a little different, but, he just wasn't the same guy. And, with Justin Fields, you got a younger quarterback who came on strong toward the end of last year. I was wrong. I thought Bears would end up keeping him, but they decided, no, we're going to, start a new era with Caleb Williams, I guess. That's fine. I mean, okay, build around a young quarterback. You put a lot of pieces together. So, I don't know, but I just feel like Justin Fields deserves an opportunity. That's all. I think he's the better option, but we'll see how it plays out. Speaking of Pittsburgh, let's bring in Pittsburgh's own. He is in the fray, ladies and gentlemen, everybody's favorite grumpy grandpa, Mr. Johnny Dean. Johnny, how's it going, man?
It's been okay, man. It's like, you know, us old people, we take a long time to recover and shit from injuries and stuff. So we're working on it, getting there, man.
Good, good. Good stuff. Good to hear, man.
That's my
So,
old Scott Dollar voice, man. I'm sorry. I can't get it any better than that.
that's okay. I mean, it still
And you
sounded,
know, I said his name. If you say it 3 times, then he'll show up, right?
yeah, so don't say it the next 2 times, okay?
What,
All
Scott Dollar?
right.
What was that name?
Creepy. Creepy voice. You got the creepy voice down. I got to give you that. So, oh man, Johnny. So the Steelers are playing in your neck of the woods. Did you watch any of it?
I've been to a practice, man, already.
Oh, nice, nice. Do you think Fields
I
should
missed
be?
the one I wanted to go to though, man. I was on your show that night. I was like, son of a bitch, man. I forgot all about that show.
Do you think
I
Fields should?
wouldn't have made it out there anyway. I had other issues going on, so I would have never made it out there that day.
Gotcha. You think Fields is the guy? Should be the guy?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I do too.
Uh, Tomlin is not willing to name Russell Wilson the starter, and it's not. It's showing in practice too, man. It's like,
Mhm.
well, the dude, he missed so many practices. It's pathetic. When you're in a competition to play the starting role, and you know you're in a competition to play the starting role, you don't stand on the sideline and watch the other quarterback take all the reps.
Right, right. I just don't think he has it anymore. I'm sorry, I just don't. I
He
think you go with
doesn't.
the, yeah,
I
and
think he's there for the experience, and that's it.
yeah,
They might
and
let him start. Might let him start because they don't want to make the same mistake Chicago and everybody else has done, like with Fields with Chicago. Man, they pulled him. They pushed him, then pulled him, then pushed him, then pulled. That shit is ridiculous to people. You can't do that shit. If you're going to ride with a quarterback, right like they did with Peyton Manning, put him out there, deal with his 28 interceptions and his bullshit, and let him develop. If not, then put him on the bench and let him sit behind somebody like Brady did, for a year and a quarter.
yeah. And speaking of that, I just talked about Kyle Trask. I felt like tomorrow night maybe an audition for him for other teams because he's going to be a free agent at the end of
I
the
don't
year.
think so because
You don't think so?
he doesn't have the value right now. So the Bucks can hold on to him as long as they need to, and they know he knows the scheme, he knows the people, he knows the teammates. That's the most important part. He's got chemistry with the teammates.
Mm-hmm.
And backup quarterbacks are so hard to find right now. You look at them; they're going out searching for backup quarterbacks. Tyrod Taylor still got a job. Um, uh, oh Jesus, where's he at now?
Russ Johnson, Ravens.
Not Tyrod. I'm talking about the one that Bubby. I keep wanting to call him Bubby Brewster. Brissett. Where's he at?
Yeah, New England.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's those journeyman quarterbacks are hard to find, and you've got one you've grown, you've raised him. He's right there. Nobody's going to pay too much for him because nobody's ever seen him. You're the only one that knows anything about him right there at your house. So,
right, and don't forget, Josh Johnson. I just saw him with the Ravens tonight. He started the preseason game. I made a post earlier. I said like, if the NFL had 100 teams, he probably played on at least 99 of them. So
yeah. Josh
wasn't bad for us. He wasn't that bad.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't great. He wasn't bad. He was a fan favorite. He's one of those fan favorites where everybody wanting him to do well. Like Trask, I want him to do well. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I want him to do well in Pewter. I don't want him to do well in the other colors though.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. So Trask again, we get to see a lot of them, and if Baker's not playing tomorrow, so we'll definitely see Kyle. John Wolford's going to get some time as well, but I think you're going to see Trask get at least first half.
Atlanta, have you talked about Atlanta yet?
Briefly, I talked about, because Corey in the comments, saying how they're washed up and everything. I don't think they're washed up. I just think
they're disjointed as hell right now. I don't.
Yeah, fair enough.
You can see the like a lot of confusion in the plays and stuff. And you're playing with a mixed bag of seconds and thirds and stuff.
Mhm.
But even the first stringers didn't look like they were very cohesive there. Miami looked a lot more solid,
Okay.
even with their backups and stuff. It's like there's a difference in coaching schemes there, the coaching mentality. It seems like with Pittsburgh, they kind of looked disjointed, but they didn't seem. You saw Justin start tonight, right?
Oh yeah, he went 3 for 3 in his first
He
series.
was
I thought
he
he was
looked good. It was just simple little mental mistakes on the players' parts. It didn't look like it was a coaching issue. It looked like they were just coming together, building a rhythm and shit.
Yeah, it's the first preseason game. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, and guess what? We got Mr. Fred Moore in the house on YouTube. He is so ready for the season.
All right, got my trophy up there. Got the 20-0 back. Yeah,
20-0.
that's
All right,
feeling better.
Cheers, Mr. Fred Moore. All right. Love that positive attitude, man. Thanks for tuning in, by the way, Fred. He's watching on YouTube. Man, so I got the Ravens game on right now, as you know.
The Ravens game? I didn't even know the Ravens game was on, dude.
Now?
Where's it at?
Oh, it was on. I have NFL Plus, so I'm watching the live.
Oh, it's going to be on next on NFL Edition. So.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Yeah, definitely gonna catch that.
Interesting team this year. Ravens should be the favorites in that division. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be. But all right, this game here, you're not going to say anything because neither Lamar or Henry are playing. So
right, yeah, no. But
it's all good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other people on that team that I want to see what they're going to do.
Yeah. Speaking of Scott, he's silenced infidel, I guess. Okay. Thanks, Scott.
Where's he commenting from?
Facebook.
I don't see it here, so he must be on another.
Yeah, it's the StreamYard thing.
Yeah.
So I got to get that situated, but I'm just reading them. I got it on my phone right now. I'm reading the comments. Corey says Justin Herbert. What about him with a question mark? Well, he's got a boot on right now. They're hoping he's ready for week 1. That would be a gigantic loss if he cannot play in week 1. They play the Raiders.
I've got him on my fantasy league, and I'm not getting rid of him because of a boot on his leg. No.
Okay. Yeah. So I expect him to play, but the Raiders out here, Johnny. Right now, it seems like Aiden O'Connell's got the lead over Gardner Minshew in the starting quarterback job. That'll be interesting.
I don't give a shit. I care about 2 things: Anthony Pierce and Brock Bowers.
Oh, Brock's a beast, dude. He's been.
Oh man, I'm just dying to see what that man does, man. I don't care who's throwing him the fucking ball.
He's Raiders picked a good one up. Yeah, we got a good one, I think. I really do.
And Anthony Pierce, I believe, has they've given him time to go get him a quarterback. It looks to me like somebody got a hold of Mark and said, "Look, we got to build this team the right way. Let's build some foundation, get everything in place, protect the quarterback, and then get a quarterback that's going to be able to fucking ball." It looks to me that's what they're doing. Whether that was actually said or not, but it seems like that's what they're doing. I think Pierce is going to get at least 2 years right now. He would have to really shit the bed in order not to. And in that division, I think there's a high level for shit in the bed. I mean, you have to really shit the bed because everybody can look at that league and division and see the competition in it.
Oh yeah, and also let's remember, Johnny, they beat the Chiefs last year in Kansas City. So
they had. Who was the quarterback then?
Oh, well, I think it was O'Connell. He started late in that season because they pulled Garoppolo out, and
I did like Aiden O'Connell. Their backups played well, man. They did. Yeah. I mean, Raiders were in most of those games they played after especially after the changing of the guard there.
Yeah, McDaniels got fired. Yeah, absolutely. They were always competitive with Pierce, so that's a good sign. Here's a good sign for us. Mr. Sean Spencer's in the house. What's up, Sean? Thanks.
What's up, Sean?
How you doing, Mr. Spencer? We know who we're playing week 1, September 8th. We're going to whip that ass and give you your first L of the year. So it's nothing personal. It's just NFL regular season business. So,
I believe so because I think they have to get their team cohesive first. I think it's going to take them a few weeks to really gather steam. But I like what Washington's done, man. I like their quarterback. I like everything about Washington right now. I like their defense. They've upgraded in a lot of spots that I thought they were weak in. I don't know really what they did on the offensive line, but I think they upgraded it. Time will tell, right?
Yeah, no, time will tell. But yeah, I think it'll be a slow start, but as the season progresses, you're going to see a few wins here and there for the Commanders. I think they're going to be in the wild card contention late in the season. They'll miss out on it, but I got them like 7 or 8 wins. I think that's realistic.
I know we did that division win-loss thing a couple of weeks ago, but I still say the Giants are going to surprise everybody this year, and it's not because they were on Hard Knocks or any of that shit. I really love what the Giants did with their offensive line and the moves they made, and I'm not as worried about their quarterback as everybody else seems to be because I remember 2 years ago he had them all set for the playoffs.
So, right? Yeah. Drew
Lock had one. He was unknown for so many years. Then he gets some was he one game away from the playoffs 2 years ago?
No,
and he was a giant killer too, man. I mean, he was knocking down teams that they weren't supposed to win against. Remember?
Yeah. But the Giants made the playoffs 2 years ago. They beat Minnesota.
They did make the playoffs then. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, they beat Minnesota. I remember that because I picked them to beat Minnesota that game because of Cousins and his.
I think this team they got right now is a better team than that one was. That one was a walking IR, man.
Even without Barkley now?
Barkley, was he playing 2 years ago very well? I thought he was still on injured reserve 2 years ago, man.
He was a big part of that team. Now they got Montgomery.
That's right. That was the year that the guy in Seattle got the comeback player of the year when it honestly should have been Barkley.
Yeah, it's Gino.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. Seattle this year, I think they're going to be rebuilding. But Mike McDonald.
I don't really think the Giants missed on any of their draft picks, dude. I don't think they missed on not even the running back they got in the 5th round, man. I think that kid's going to surprise a lot of people.
Yeah, definitely. Neighbors, I think he's going to be good. Good wide receiver.
I don't think. I'm pretty sure Malik Neighbors is going to be a beast, man. I really would have loved to found a way to get him with the Bucks, but it just didn't make sense, you know. We had other
12 pick. It wasn't going to happen. Yeah.
Right.
But we still got Evans, Godwin. We're fine.
We're fine.
And McKellen in the 4th round, I think that's a steal for the Bucks.
I haven't given up on Trey Palmer, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's got a chance to really do something good this year. So
Trey Palmer showed that he can run routes. You saw Scotty Miller almost screw up tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Scotty, well, we thank him for what he did in Green Bay in the championship game, but that's pretty much it.
If you're going to step up for one game, that was the one to do it in.
Yep, and he did. I give him credit for that, man. Thank you, Mr. Miller. We appreciate your service.
Sean, Ben's got the StreamYard link here in the chat. Why don't you just jump in, dude? It's have at it. No limitations. You can go buck wild on here, man. Just tell Ben exactly what you feel about the Bucks and the Washington game.
I even got the tank top on tonight. I'm going buck wild.
Yeah, he's got his wife beater ready for you, man.
Got my mandra on tonight. Oh man, dude! I saw a place today. I was picking something up, and one of my brothels has a sign that says facials. I was about to
oh my god,
it's Marty. Tell him needs to get his ass to work tonight, man. I need your mouth, man.
Oh man, is Scott still watching? He's going to be commenting about that one soon.
Yeah, he was the in one comment that was the silence infidel, I guess. So whatever. I mean, Surprised he hasn't popped up yet. We said his name already like 10 times.
3 times, 4 times at least, man. What the
Jeez.
hell? The magic's gone.
Yeah. Corey says Cooper Rush over Dak Prescott. Oh, that's interesting. That's a
When is the close? Not to change the subject, but when is the closing ceremonies for the Olympics? I gotta watch that because Red Hot Chili Peppers are going to do it.
yeah, I heard about that. I think it's Sunday, isn't it? Like Saturday or Sunday.
I'm not sure. That's why I have no clue, man.
Shit. Okay, well, I'll find out and I'll let you know.
I love the opening, man, with Gojira, man. I can't believe they fucking opened with a heavy metal band, man. I was like, oh fuck yeah, hell yeah, where we go.
Yeah, I like it too, man. It's pretty cool. They did a good ceremony, I thought. You know, let's see
Now
what
everything in between, like there was some moments, but I was like, come on, man. America, get over it with the diving thing, man. Just come on, go get gold.
There you go.
When's the last time America won gold in that event, man? Jesus criminy, man.
Yeah.
And the men's 3-on-3 basket. Oh, come on, man. What the fuck? I don't give a shit if it is 3-on-3. You got the dream team out there. You got to support it with the 3-on-3, right? You got to show up.
Yeah, exactly. You got Jimmer Fredette, man. He used to be an NBA player. Come on. Yeah. So Simone Biles.
Yeah. Well, Simone, man. You know.
Of course. Well, and her husband on the Bears. I don't know if you watched Hard Knocks yet on the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
The opening one, Jonathan Owens, defensive player. I'm interested to see how the Bears do this year. I think they're going to get a lot better. You know, Caleb Williams nobody has it better than him right now. You know, let's see if he could take advantage of it.
I was trying to watch the Panthers and Patriots, and I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. I mean, the Patriots look good. I couldn't say nothing for the Panthers, man, but Panthers, at least the Panthers were consistent. They looked horrible offensively and defensively, and their special teams let them down. So,
and their plane let them down too, I guess. I don't know if you heard about that this morning after they left.
I did, yeah.
Oh, poor Carolina, man. Oof.
They were like, what's his name? Their coach, our old fucking
Canales, Dave Canales.
Yeah, he had to be going, let me get home, please. Just let me. I don't want to get fired preseason.
I know, right? Wouldn't that be? Oh man, that would be the ultimate. You know,
that would be. You'd never have a coaching job anywhere again.
Or nobody would ever go to Carolina again, as long as that guy owned it. I mean, he would never.
Yeah. Well, I don't think a lot of people want to go there anyway with him owning it.
Yeah. I mean, good.
Why do you think you got Canales, man? I mean, everybody else is looking at him. Huh?
Bottom line for Bryce Young. Bottom line, he needs to develop a quarterback, and I wish him
I wouldn't want to go there for Bryce Young. Show me CJ Stroud. Give me CJ Stroud for 100, Alex. Thank you.
Yeah, he looked pretty good tonight. I'm surprised he started. I didn't expect him to play, but you know, hey.
Well, I saw last week where they said that the Texans said they were going to play their starters. So,
okay,
they didn't say how long or how many reps they'd get, but they said they were going to play them. So,
well, I think Stroud only played one series anyway, so that's good. That's good.
I wish this would hurry up and get the fuck over so I can see this Ravens game, man. Damn.
Are they playing right now?
It's Ravens and Philly.
Yeah, it's tied at 13, fourth quarter.
Tied?
Yeah.
Good.
Chopping it up with the teammates on the sidelines, obviously. Can't wait to see him play.
Oh man, that offense is going to be brutal, man.
Mm-hmm.
And they got wide receivers now too. So,
look at this.
They're running a 12-man offensive scheme, so they're having 2 tight end sets. You know, the 2 tight end sets, and with Isaiah and Mark out there, jeez.
Yep.
And you got Henry coming out of the backfield. So who are you going to cover, man? Who in the fuck are you going to cover?
Right. Yeah. It's going to be tough on defenses. And Sean Spencer is saying, I love hearing you guys talk so glowingly about CJ Stroud, yes, I was wrong.
I love Stroud. I loved him coming into
Oh,
the draft
I mean,
last year.
he did
I
great.
think me, Alex, and Ben all agreed that he was going to be better than Bryce Young.
Yeah, no, I was wrong in the fact that they should have waited to start him. You know, not just rush him in there right away, but obviously
We both were, and you know what? Sean rubs that in on us every chance he gets.
Yeah, don't worry. But after week 1, we're going to be rubbing it in on Sean all year long. So, So
I don't
let him
really
be-
have nothing to rub. Oh, except for this loss in a preseason game. Oh no, that's our first regular season game was to them,
first
right?
regular season. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All
You
right.
also said that he should have been sat. Yeah, I did, Sean. At least I admit when I'm wrong. You on the other hand,
He says we got Cody. Yeah,
Cody Rhodes. Is that what you got? Okay.
redheaded Cody,
Oh man,
redheaded Muller.
I got 2 words for you, Sean. Sam Howell.
That I tried to
Oh.
take it easy on him about Sam Howell, man.
Well, he's up in Seattle now.
But
so-
Sean wouldn't let us take it easy on him. I mean, he just kept coming and asking for more talk about Sam Howell. He just couldn't. He couldn't let us be nice.
Carolina guy. Sam Howell went to North Carolina. I get it. You got to support your guys, but once they're in the NFL, they're in the NFL. Like Jameis, I'm a Florida State fan, but when Jameis screwed up, I'm like, bye.
Jameis is the ultimate hype guy now. Have you seen them that video?
No, for the Browns.
Or
no.
he did that little fucking poem. I can't even remember what. Cats in the cradle and his ass don't stink or some shit like that. Man, I don't know what the fuck he said, but it was fucking hilarious. I said, you went from number 1 first round draft pick to a hype guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Remember this, John?
Not only that, he better not be doing that around Deshaun Watson too much.
Yeah.
I'll start wondering where that hand's been.
Oh, and on that note, let's see. Sean Spencer, I want you guys to acknowledge that the team didn't really get behind him.
Well, there had to be a reason they didn't get behind him.
Yeah. They were like, hey, we'll get behind you.
Hey, you got Jaden now. Now you can really start pounding your chest a little
Yeah.
bit, okay? I think Jaden's a good quarterback.
We're fine.
Yeah.
I think he'll be an NFL starter for quite a while here,
Yeah.
unless he gets too hurt.
Corey King Brown says Josh Freeman over Jameis Winston.
No.
I'm gonna say no either. Jameis had more talent. He
Yes.
actually played pretty well at times. Freeman was okay, but his partying life got in the way, and we haven't seen him since.
Josh played well enough Jameis played well enough that he could try to put a team on his back. He just got carried away with the shit. Josh couldn't play well enough to play good without with an average team at all. He couldn't put a team on his back at all. None.
Yeah, but some Bucks fans to this day will say, "Well, Shiano ruined him." Like, how? How do you ruin him?
Sean
is very
Spencer,
good.
I'm gonna bring up something here, buddy. You keep poking the bear. I'm gonna bring up something. Preseason, before he played, all you did was tell us how he wasn't going to be any good. He wasn't going to make it. He wasn't going to make it because you weren't in your feelings yet. After you saw him play, then you started getting all hyped about him. Okay. So I think we got some of them tapes still. Watch it. We'll be busting them out.
Well, I just didn't like how they named him the starter before the preseason started.
I didn't either. I especially he wasn't a great pick. He was a good pick. He was a good quarterback.
Yeah.
Give him time behind the starters to learn the job. If you got a great quarterback, sometimes you can put him out there like CJ Stroud. Sometimes you better not put him out there like Bryce Young. Okay. So that's a 50-50 proposition. It depends on the coaches, what the coach is going to do, ruin his career or help him out.
Yeah. And he had a shitty offensive line too.
Yeah.
That didn't help.
I honestly think Sam Howell could have been a real, much better quarterback if they'd have set him, let him learn, and then get an offensive line in front of him to play, and then he could have done well, I think. Because you have a team. I mean, a bipolar ass team, but you got a team. You never know whether they're going to beat Dallas or going to lose to Dallas. It just drives me nuts, man.
That's right. Sean, no, I knew he wasn't going to make it because he wasn't ready and the team around him wasn't good. I'm not taking away his struggles, but they threw him to the Wolves with a crappy team and then blamed him. Yeah, I mean,
well, they had to release him because they bring in another quarterback with they're starting fresh. You can't keep a quarterback because he'll be in his feelings then and shit, or always looking over his shoulder. You can't have that, man.
Yeah, that's true. He didn't have a lot around him? Yeah, that's true. I mean, it didn't help with the bad offensive line. I'll give you that, Sean. It's just that, like Johnny said, they're going in a new direction now. That's just the way it is, when you draft a quarterback at number 2, that's the direction you're going. And I think it's a good direction, so I can't wait to see it just after week 1 though. So then they can start being good. Sam was the last quarterback to beat Dallas and the only quarterback in the last 11 tries to beat them. Okay. Well, that's good.
So he was 1-1 against Dallas.
Yeah.
I want consistency. I want a quarterback go in there and just own them. And I don't care if it's a Washington quarterback. I don't care if I'm about to pull my tongue out for saying this.
What?
I don't care if it's the Saints. I just want somebody to go in and whoop Dallas every single time they play them.
So do I. We all do, except for Cowboys fans. But there's just too many of those motherfuckers. No. Sean, I get the business of it, and I'm not mad at the move. I just hate that people criticized him, got the entire team.
You wouldn't have to do all that typing, man, if you just jump on the show, man.
Yeah, Sean, come on, baby. Hop on in.
Come have at it.
It's probably at work.
Perfect name of a show, man. I love the name of this show, man. You nailed it. When you first told me what the name of it was, I was going, have at it. I don't get it. All right, whatever. Let's see. And then the show has actually matched the name. It's pretty good. I like that shit.
You just got to give it time. You just got to let it simmer, and then
it's not fucking wine, man. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God.
I was going to throw a cooking reference in there at some point.
Well, I had to throw the shut up, Ben thing in there anyway.
Well, I appreciate that. We don't hear that very often. We should. Even on my show. Dude, what's going on with the NFL edition, man? When are we going to start doing the show again?
I don't really know, man. I'm done. I'm not really.
Well, I know you'll.
I like doing this show like this and stuff. And that Midnight Madness show we had a few weeks ago, man, that was a blast. That was fun.
That was.
And that's the kind of shows I'm interested in. But every single Thursday night at 10 o'clock, having to get people lined up to do a show and get topics and all that crap. Ask Alex. It's not enjoyable. It's not fun. Okay. It's a lot of stress too, because you're at the last minute wondering if everybody's going to show up or not, or you're just going to cancel the show.
Fair.
It's too much of a stress.
Yeah. Sean says we'll never see eye to eye on this because you guys are focused on another team outside looking in. It's similar to if I said Jameis wasn't that bad or that Mike Evans isn't that good. Well, Jameis was the number 1.
I think we're agreeing, Sean. That's what the problem here is. I don't see where you see that there's a disagreement.
But see, Jameis was a number 1 pick by the Bucs. Sam Howell wasn't. There's a big difference.
Big difference in that, yeah.
Yeah. And Mike Evans, I mean, he was also a top 10 pick. So, again, you should have, Sean, you should have been around us during the Jameis.
Wait a minute. Let's take a vote here. Are we in agreement that Sam Howell wasn't that bad and that he didn't have the right shots at Washington?
Absolutely.
All right. I agree with that. You agree with that. Sean, where are you missing this at?
Yeah,
I follow. I was 15 before we even had a team in Tampa. Come on, man. I've been following football since I was 10. My
You
first
make
team, longer than 10. I watched the first Super Bowl, okay? So I was following football way before Tampa was a team. I was actually following the Miami Dolphins because they were the only team we had in Florida at the time.
Yeah.
My first
You
game
make
was a
your-
Houston Oilers game, dude, watching Earl Campbell. That was the first team I ever fell in love with, really.
He says it would make you all furious because y'all love them. We all look at our teams in more detail, and other teams we look at it kind of halfway. I got mad because y'all outside looking in. Well, that's fine, Sean. But again, we're not saying he's a bad quarterback. We're just saying
Hey,
that
there's not a single NFL fan that's inside looking out. Not one. Not a single one.
it's just they're going in a new direction, and I get it. That's all. I mean, I just think you don't name a quarterback right before preseason, because you don't know what you got in Sam Howell yet. You don't know, and that's I don't know. It wasn't a smart move, but that's neither here nor there now. Sam Howell's moved on. Commanders have moved on to a better position, I think, and I can't wait to see what they do. It's going to be fun. I love.
Where did Sam Howell go? Is he in Seattle?
Yeah, he's in Seattle. Yeah, he signed with the Seahawks. So, I think that's a good move. Listen, Geno, we're not guaranteed Geno's going to continue this hot streak.
Well, he didn't really continue no hot streak last year. He was pretty messed. He was messing up quite a bit last year.
So
he
what?
looked kind of almost not quite as bad, but he almost looked like the Jets Geno.
Right. And eventually, it was going to come back to old Geno again. He had one good year. I'll give him that, but there was a reason why he was a backup all these years. So who knows? Sam Howell may get another chance. That'd be great.
Oh, okay. I gotta respond to this.
Which one? Right here.
That one you just had up. The one you just had up there. Sean. We all look at our team with fan eyes. Okay. Fan eyes are quite different from detail. Fan eyes are colored with love. Okay. If I look at another team, I can evaluate another team a lot better than I can evaluate the Bucs, dude. Because I do love Evans. I do love Vita Vea. I almost forgot his name, and then Alex would have got on here somehow and bitched at me and said something about Haloti Nada.
Yep, there you go. You remember that name. There you go. I like it.
Yeah, of course I remember that name.
Can't remember everything else.
I love all the past players that we've had, man. It's just that you cover fandom covers your eyes up with, and Ben tries his damnedest not to, but he has it too. He tries to be as unbiased as he can, but he's as biased as they get. He goes the other direction sometimes, trying not to be biased. Tell me you don't.
Here's the thing, and
yes, Fred, and I love you for that, man. I love you so much for that shit.
I try to be as fair as possible. But yes, sometimes you're gonna have, as a fan of a team, you're gonna see things a certain way, and that's understandable. I brag about Baker Mayfield getting 158.3 passer completion in Lambeau Field, the only guy to ever do that as a visiting quarterback. So yeah, I'm gonna brag about that. We were the first team to stop the push tush, right? We're the first team to stop the push tush.
Yep.
The tush push. I'm gonna brag about that. That's a great accomplishment. How many teams tried to stop that? Nobody. We did in the playoffs. So there, I'm gonna brag about it. I don't care. But yeah, I try to be as fair and impartial as possible. But yeah, Johnny, you do make a good point. I mean, we're as fans, we're gonna see things a certain way. And
yeah, I did,
Sean.
Oh, I'm listening to Sean, reading Sean and listening to you.
That's fine. Sean goes, this is pointless because I'm not debating the struggles or them moving on. I'm debating y'all's convert during the season, fully blaming him. We're blaming him. He was a part of the problem, but he wasn't the whole problem. I never blamed just Sam Howell, Sean. He was part of the problem, but
I
not the
think Sean's confused with me picking at him and actually being serious with him. Because I did pick at him a lot about Sam Howell last year. And so did you, man.
to a degree. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
we were picking on you, man, because we knew it would get under your skin, dude. If anything, dude, that's how we know you're such a fan guy, is because we can pick on you and it really gets you hot.
okay. So right here, he's saying, Johnny, I don't look at Washington with fan eyes when doing the show. I go based on the notes and things we bring up. I look at other teams from fan eyes. I always say we stink. But again, when you say that you said we always stink, you do look at it as fan eyes because
Yes,
you're saying your team stinks. You know?
absolutely.
You know, but I mean, you're good at, and I love watching your show. You and Will Kramer kick ass on the Washington Weekly. I love it. You know, and you do bring a lot of good points on that show. You do your homework and everything. We appreciate that. I love it. But yeah, we're all fans of our
He's
team.
trying to say okay, all right. We blamed him. I blame Sam Howell. Sam Howell's a piece of shit quarterback, was worthless as hell. Okay. There. Now, you won, Sean. And that's on tape now. It's on Ben's show. I said it.
Okay. No, we're just gonna respectfully disagree. That's all, you know. But we do appreciate Sean's input. We love it. That's why we have opinions. That's great. You know, we may not always agree with them, but you know, we love hearing
Sean,
them.
Ben does the same thing with the Bucks. I'm not quite as bad about that. I don't like to say any team stinks except for two, Dallas and Saints. But
I'm not saying I don't root for my team, but you even called me out on Wednesday, Johnny, for being.
that's what I
hard.
was trying to say. I agree. I know. I said I did that because I felt like I was more hyped for his team than he was. Man, I love the moves they've made. You know, I remember. I don't forget. I remember a crappier team that this one is that beat the Eagles. You know what I mean? So how can they be worse?
Right. But we both blamed him. So
yeah.
All right. It's all good. We can remember how we remember. Okay. Is that a knock on Johnny there, Sean? Are you using Alzheimer's jokes there? No, I'm just kidding.
That's actually a good one. If he didn't intend it that way, it should have been intended that way because he knows I can't remember shit.
Hey, you know what? Great thing about Alzheimer's, you meet somebody new every single day. So, oh man, Bucks Fred Moore, thanks for the comment, Mr. Moore. How you doing?
I know what we both said, Ben. We both said we didn't think Sam Howell was going to be a quarterback in Washington this year.
Yeah, Mr. Fred Moore said the Bucks stopped the first push tush in the regular season.
Yeah.
The next day
hey, we were still the first ones to stop it. Period. So
there you go. Yeah. And I will brag about that forever. Sean says, no, we stink because of our roster decisions, ownership, etc. Now you're
that's
talking
been there
about,
a while. He already said that a few minutes ago.
I mean, is he talking about past tense with the team from last year, or is he talking about the team from this year? Because we don't know what the team's going to look like this year.
He's saying this in the same way that you remember a few years ago when the Glazers were shit and doing stupid things.
Yeah.
Before Arians. Let's say pre-Arians. Remember how you were? That's how he's talking about right now. You know what I mean? So yeah, I get that.
Yeah. I mean, with new ownership, but you don't know. I mean, the previous one, it stunk. But before Arians came along, the Glazers.
I was pretty ruthless on the Glazers, and I'm never ruthless on the Bucks. I do wear a fanboy badge on that.
But the Glazers were just sticking their noses where it didn't belong. You know, they didn't let Light do his job enough. You know, and once Light brought in Arians, things changed. You know, that's what happens, and the culture changed. You know, Brady. You know,
doink.
Yeah. You know, so we get it, Sean. We've been there. We know what it's like. So, but with new ownership, go into this thing positive. I think this is going to be good. I cannot wait. I mean, and it's good to have the Commanders back in the spotlight. because for so long they've been down. You know, Washington's a brand, and that's a big brand that's been around forever. And it's good that they're finally starting to get the pieces together. Now we'll see what happens, but I'd be pretty positive right now if I were you, Mr. Spencer. But we'll see, man. I can't wait. Let's see. Do we have any more?
When
comments?
George was their fucking coach, man, the old guy, he was great. Riggins and all those guys, man.
John Riggins, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Before what's his name? The race car guy. Before him,
Oh,
George,
Joe Gibbs.
whatever his freaking name
Joe
was.
Gibbs.
I like that guy. And huh?
Joe Gibbs.
Joe Gibbs, yeah, Joe Gibbs Racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Gibbs was really good too. That was the kind of, I can't remember that guy's name, man. The old guy, George something.
Are you talking about coach or quarterback? Or
Yeah, coach.
not George Hallis, right?
No.
That's Bears. Never mind.
That's the wrong team, wrong division. What was his name?
No, this was before Joe Gibbs.
Yeah,
Don't know, Johnny. To be honest, maybe Sean can help us out.
but he was kind of like Dungy in that he didn't like rookies. He hated rookies. He always brought in a bunch of older players and stuff, but he made good teams out of them.
Oh, okay.
They just didn't have the staying power,
Right.
the depth.
Yeah.
And then Joe Gibbs came in and took what he had. That guy, kind of like Gruden. Joe Gibbs came in and took that team and added some youth to it, and you saw what you had with Gibbs and all them.
Right. Yeah. And then they won 2 Super Bowls in the 80s?
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
I know they lost one of the Raiders. I know that. That was a team with Lyle Alzado and
Jeez, I'm gonna have to look that shit up, man. That pisses me off.
What's that?
Why are you on both mine? Oh, okay. I forgot you were there.
man. Okay, so the game should be on, Johnny. The Eagles and Ravens.
Yeah, they already showed it went into overtime. The Eagles won 16-13
Oh, okay.
after they muffed a field goal.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right. Well, our Bucks play tomorrow. We play the Bengals. 7 p.m.
I want me
Eastern.
to see that one.
Oh, you don't have NFL Plus, do you?
No.
No. Okay. Well, it'll be on NFL Network. I don't know what time, but I'm excited. I said earlier, Graham Barton, Chris Braswell, Bucky Irving. Excited to see these guys play.
Yeah, I would love to. Well, I'll watch it when it gets on
Yeah.
NFL Network. They'll show the replays. They always do.
People are freaking out over Barton's 2 bad snaps or something today. And it's like in practice this week, I'm like, guys, he's a rookie. It's going to happen. Give the guy a break, man. He's developing. Developing. That's part of it. I'm excited. I'm excited about Barton. Man. I can't wait, man. This guy's going to be. I think he's going to be a beast.
Who now?
Graham Barton.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, him and Cody Mock. I think Mock's going to get better. Sean Spencer, you hear that? Cody Mock, our little Ryan Jensen Jr. He's going to get better this year. Tristan Wirfs just got his new deal. He's going to be ready to go. This line's going to be good, I think, but we'll see how it plays out. Anything else?
Graham actually coached Washington. I have no clue that he coached. I know he played there, but I didn't know he coached there. 66-68. I'll be damned. Vince Lombardi, 69.
Oh, that's right.
Austin. George Allen. That's who I was trying to think of. George Allen. Jesus Christ.
there you
How can you forget George Allen, man?
Look at what my phone's doing, buffering, and then it said that it didn't recognize your. Oh.
So George Allen, dude.
There we
That
go.
was the guy I was trying to think of. He brought in old players all the time. He was
Yeah, that was when they had Sonny Jorgensen as quarterback. all
Yep,
those years.
yep. That's who Sonny Jurgensen came in there because Vince Lombardi though. I would
Okay.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Allen
that
was 71 to 70. He's only there 77 6 years. Huh. Well, he
that's
was an
it?
old guy to begin with, so
okay.
then Jack Pardee and then Joe Gibbs.
Party time. There we go.
Oh my
man,
God.
remember that?
Richie Pettibone, Norv Turner, Terry Verbisky, Marty Schottenheimer, Steve Spurrier, Joe Gibbs again, Jim
Yeah.
Zorn, Mike
Ooh.
Shanahan, Jay Gruden, and Bill Callahan. Oh my God.
Ooh.
Ron Rivera and now Dan Quinn.
Ooh. That's Sean now. Did you have to bring up Jim Zorn?
Hold on a minute. I was doing a show. All right, hold on a minute. Stay there. Yeah, hold on just a second.
Shut up. Not you, Ben.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, but shut up, Ben. I gotta get out of here, man. I got a call.
All right, Johnny. Take care, man.
All right.
Thanks for coming on.
Bye.
Bye. All right, man. Well, we're gonna wrap this baby up. This has been a fun episode of Have at It, episode 65. We want to thank Sean Spencer. We want to thank Fred Moore tonight, Corey King Brown, always bringing the comments, along with Scott Thaler. Everybody, thanks for tuning in tonight on Have at It, and we'll see you next time for Have at It. Have a great weekend and enjoy the preseason football, and we'll see you later. Bye now.